So I don't know if you guys are familiar with this case. The two men accused of impersonating Homeland Security agents in order to allegedly get close to high-level federal. Oh man. To high-level federal law enforcement employees will not be kept behind bars pending trial. After 3 days of hearing, U.S. Magistrate Judge Michael Harvey issued his ruling late Tuesday morning, granting Arian Taherzadeh and Haider Ali freedom as the government's case against them proceeds. The men are accused of posing as Homeland Security agents for years, using their false identities to get close to actual law enforcement officials, including a Secret Service agent assigned to the detail of the First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden. So I just want you guys to just let me take a break real quick, right? So you would want to ask yourself the question, why would why would a judge feel like it's why would a judge feel like it's okay to release individuals who posed as Homeland Security agents for years? You understand? Like that's weird. You have to ask yourself that question. Just looking at it, when I saw the initial headline, I'm like, what? These dudes, they're gonna get released. The judge orders their immediate release. Um, they allegedly offer gifts to residents, many of whom work for federal law enforcement agencies, including the FBI, Secret Service, Homeland Security, Department of Defense, and the Navy. They also allegedly gain access to the security system for the entire apartment complex. Harvey first heard arguments on the government's motion to detain both men on Friday, but did not issue a ruling at that time. He heard additional arguments on Monday and earlier Tuesday before ultimately making his ruling late Tuesday afternoon. In ruling against the government, Harvey said that the government hadn't met its burden of showing that they were dangerous. The judge specifically addressed on alleged hazing ritual that both men carried out on a would-be recruit, in which they would apparently shoot the subject with an airsoft rifle. Quote, the judge is quoted as saying, "It strikes me as sophomore behavior, not the sort of serious, dangerous conduct that militates in favor of pretrial detention." He also said that the men's effort to ingratiate themselves with a Secret Service agent who lived at the apartment complex where they allegedly carried out their scheme was also relatively benign, noting that the government had, quote, proffered zero evidence that defendants intended to infiltrate the Secret Service for nefarious purposes. Harvey did say that the government did appear to have enough evidence to convict both defendants of the crimes with which they are currently charged, particularly as to Taherzadeh, but that the strength of the evidence was the least important statutory factor in considering whether to order pretrial detention. A violation of 18 U.S. Code Section 912 requires more than mere bravado. There was also a lot of bravado here in analyzing whether the men are a flight risk. The judge agreed with the defense argument that although they are charged with a felony, the maximum penalty is 3 years in prison. Since neither Ali nor Taherzadeh have serious criminal histories, the judge noted they would likely serve no more than several months of probation if convicted. The judge also said that the government initial argument to show that both men were a flight risk because they were working with or non-behalf Pakistani intelligence agencies had withered once prosecutors had disavowed that position, even if Ali had indicated as much. Wow. And considering whether the men pose a danger to the community, the judge noted the highly public nature of the case sparked by the splashy raid on the apartment complex. Say yeah. So basically these guys are pretty much in the clear. Um you, anytime you get a judge who is going to tell an entire courtroom um that, you know, granted, yes, these men were trying to impersonate Homeland Security agents. They have no criminal history and they weren't hurting anybody. They didn't shoot anybody. They didn't commit any crimes. And the judge is demanding an immediate release. So, once again, keep your minds open. How did he say in the movie? Open your mind, Quaid. You have to keep your mind open. Always think, what's the chances that a judge would actually sign off on something like that? where he says, "Hey, we're gonna get rid of these, and we're gonna make sure that these people have an immediate release." Like, seriously? What's the chances of that? One question I have is if they were a little bit darker, would this be happening? We don't know. But let me know how y'all feel about that, man. These two brothers is definitely getting a lucky walk, a lucky break. This is definitely something you don't see all the time. Two people impersonating and not even just regular police, but Homeland Security. This is probably the top of the charts. But let me know how you feel about that. Questions, comments, leave it at the bottom. Love, life, and loyalty is the motto. Stay safe, stay real, and stay true. You rock with me, I rock with you, man. Peace.